You're in a high-stakes negotiation. You're in a job interview for your dream role. You're trying to figure out what your boss, your client, or your date is really thinking. They're smiling, they're nodding, but something feels off. Their words say yes, but their energy screams no. This feeling of uncertainty can be paralyzing. If only you could see behind the mask. What if I told you that for decades, the FBI has trained its elite profilers and behavioral analysts in a science of seeing behind that mask? They developed a playbook for reading people, not based on psychic nonsense, but on observable, reliable human behavior. These techniques have been declassified, studied, and proven in the field where the stakes are highest. And today, we are giving you 4 of the most powerful ones you can start using instantly. But first, the single most important rule. Before you can spot the unusual, you must first understand the usual. This is called establishing a baseline. When you first meet someone, pay attention to how they act when they're calm and relaxed. How do they normally sit? How much do they gesture? What's their normal tone of voice? This is their baseline, their personal normal. All the techniques we're about to cover are useless unless you spot a deviation from this normal state. The change in behavior is where the truth is hidden. All right, let's get into it. Technique number 1. The feet first rule. Former FBI counterintelligence agent Joe Navarro says that while we learn to control our facial expressions, we almost never think about our feet. They are the most honest part of our body because they are managed by the most primitive part of our brain. When you're talking to someone, pay attention to where their feet are pointed. If their feet and torso are pointed directly at you, they are engaged and interested. But if their torso is pointed at you, but their feet are angled towards the door, the exit, or another person, their brain is subconsciously telling you where they'd rather be. It's a powerful indicator of their true intentions. Bouncing feet can mean excitement or impatience. A sudden locking of the ankles can indicate stress or holding something back. Pro tip: watch a person's feet right as you greet them. If they turn fully to face you, it's a great sign of genuine engagement from the start. Always watch the feet. Next, technique number 2, the involuntary truth. There are certain expressions that are nearly impossible to fake because they happen unconsciously. The first is the eyebrow flash. This is when someone sees something or someone they like, and their eyebrows raise and lower in less than 1/6 of a second. It's a universal, primitive sign of positive recognition. If you see it when someone first meets you, it's a genuine sign they are happy to see you. It's too fast to be faked. The second is micro-expressions. These are fleeting, involuntary facial expressions that last less than 1/4 of a second, revealing a person's true emotion before their conscious brain can put the mask back on. A flash of a sneer can reveal contempt, even if they're smiling. A flicker of fear can show their true insecurity, even if their words are confident. Remember, these aren't lie detectors, but they are powerful indicators of emotional dissonance, a conflict between what someone says and what they truly feel. These are difficult to spot, but when you do, you are seeing a pure, unfiltered emotional truth. Technique number 3. Pacifying gestures. When a person is stressed, uncomfortable, or being deceptive, their brain instinctively tells their body to perform a self-soothing action. These are called pacifying gestures. They are an attempt to calm anxiety by stimulating nerve endings. The most common is neck rubbing or touching. The neck is filled with nerve endings, and touching it lowers your heart rate and blood pressure. When you ask someone a tough question and they suddenly start rubbing their neck, adjusting their tie, or stroking their forehead, you've hit a nerve. It's a deviation from their baseline that signals discomfort. Other examples include stroking their own hair, rubbing their arms, touching their lips, or even gently pulling on their earlobe. On its own, a single gesture means nothing. But in response to a specific question or topic, it's a massive red flag that you've entered a territory that makes them uncomfortable. Finally, technique number 4, strategic silence and open-ended questions. This moves from observation to active engagement. Most people ask closed-ended questions that can be answered with a simple yes or no, which kills conversation and reveals nothing. An FBI profiler never does this. They use open-ended questions that force the other person to talk and reveal their thoughts. Instead of asking, "Did you like the project?" ask, "What were your thoughts on the project's development?" The first question gets you a one-word answer. The second gets you a story. Then, once you've asked your powerful, open-ended question, you use the profiler's secret weapon: strategic silence. Don't immediately jump in to fill the void. Pause for 3 to 5 seconds. Most people are terrified of silence and will rush to fill it, often revealing information they never intended to share. Your silence is a vacuum that pulls the truth out of them. If they remain silent too, simply maintain calm, open body language. They will almost always speak first. So there you have it. The 4 keys to understanding what people are truly thinking. Start with the feet. Watch for involuntary truths. Spot the pacifying gestures. And master strategic questioning. This isn't about manipulation. It's about a deeper understanding of human communication. It's about moving beyond the words and seeing the full picture to foster better connections and make smarter decisions. So, which of these 4 techniques are you going to try first? The feet first rule? Strategic silence? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're ready to unlock this new level of perception and get weekly tips to master your professional and social life, hit that subscribe button now.